Alright, hi guys, it's Cameron in low crappy quality video as usual. I should really see if my audio quality is actually awesome like it should be with my setup sometime. Now, this isn't going to be very long because it's 3 in the morning. I have to get to sleep by 4 so I can get my 5 hours of sleep for the night. So things that are awesome in my life lately. For the second time ever, I tried to look up one of my old friends who I kind of lost touch with on Facebook. And I tried it like in 2008 and I was totally unsuccessful. Well, maybe it was a little later than that, 2009 maybe, but around 2 years ago. Totally failed. But I looked her up again today and found her. And somewhat embarrassingly, turns out we had 5 friends in common. Yeah. How did not notice that before? I don't know. But, yeah. But it's a testament to how creepy the internet is in some ways, and how much privacy you lose with it. I also found out that her family apparently has 2 radio stations or frequencies. I'm not sure which how it works that much, licensed, and like her parents' telephone numbers and other shit. So that was interesting. Well, I know that you can dig up a ton of shit on me. I've tried it before. Haven't been really careful as far as internet privacy goes. If you look up my favorite screen name, you get basically absolutely all the information there is to know about me, except for, like, I don't know, which of the cats my family has owned is my favorite. That might be it. Or, like, what horrible thing I did in our basement that made it stink forever. You know, details like that I don't generally share with the internet and usually forget until strange moments like this. Oh, so that's cool. I sent her a message on Facebook, and like something awkward like, "Hi, remember me? I'm that guy you knew forever when we were small children," and then we just kind of stopped talking or visiting each other for no reason at some point. How's life? You know, that kind of thing. But, you know, I'm waiting for the response, and, I don't know. I think it's kind of cool because, how do I put this? I think it's really sad how, as time progresses, you kind of grow apart from all your old friends. Less so than I suppose you used to, but everybody, you know, they've got their own life goals and move out, go live somewhere else, do totally different things. You know, you don't have interests in common anymore. Kind of stop talking. It just happens. But yeah, I think it's kind of sad because some of the people I've had that happen with have been very good friends of mine, you know? And kind of wish we were still in touch and we were still good friends. Because they're still awesome people. They just live in different places and do different things. And, you know, I'm not sure you ever really have quite as much in common with the people you meet later in life as the people that you've known forever, you know? Maybe you don't, but you probably do. So, anyhow, I could talk about that a lot. I could talk about that for hours, but I'm going to ditch you guys in about 2 more minutes because something else is awesome, which is that Dragon Age 2 comes out today. I'm a little bit disappointed in Dragon Age 2 in the sense that they changed their combat system to something which I normally like. Okay? I normally like this, how they've changed their system, and it's more popular than the old style of RPG combat. You might not know what I'm talking about if you're not at least fairly nerdy. But, you know, Dungeons & Dragons was turn-based, and then computer RPGs grew out of that, right? So they kept that style for a long time. They've slowly kind of evolved out of it, and they're moving towards something that's more fast-paced and brutal feeling to get people more involved in it, right? Now, I like that and all, right? But I also like the kind of the point that happened. There's this kind of area that happened halfway between Dungeons and Dragons, rolling the dice, and then the other person rolls the dice, and then you roll the dice again. You know, taking turns, kind of thing. And the really fluid, realistic kind of real-time combat, right? There's a point in between where you've kind of got scripted combat, and you still got that RPG feel, because I've played some Dungeons and Dragons, and there's something that really old school RPGs have that those like real-time, fast-paced games just don't. It's just kind of it's a different thing, right? You like both, but it's like vanilla and chocolate ice cream, okay? They're not two different kinds of the same thing. You don't think of them as two kinds of ice cream. It's vanilla, and there's chocolate, okay? It's not like the difference between vanilla and French vanilla, okay? The difference between vanilla and French vanilla is kind of like the difference between Dungeons and Dragons and that halfway point I'm talking about, except that difference is actually a bit larger than that. However, so to continue, I really like that halfway point. And Dragon Age 1 was a game in that halfway point. Another example would be Knights of the Old Republic 1, Knights of the Old Republic 2, Neverwinter Nights 1, Neverwinter Nights 2. Neverwinter Nights 2 a bit, but Neverwinter Nights 2 sucked. It was lame. They didn't do enough work on the engine, so it was laggy as balls unless your computer was crazy good. Much, much better than it needed to be. And it was okay then, but, not as cool as Neverwinter Nights 1 was. It just lacked some of the features. I don't know why, but they lost features between games, and they lost the features that made the first game as popular as it was. And it didn't really improve the areas that needed improvement, so a bit of a failure in my opinion. However, it's 6 minutes already, and I was aiming for 4, so to wrap it up, Dragon Age 2 looks really cool. The story promises to be interesting, graphics are pretty decent, and the reason I'm leaving now is because I can play Dragon Age 2 right now. It came out today, and I bought it on Steam, which is really awesome. It's not insanely buggy anymore. Still kind of buggy, but And I just finished downloading, as of probably a minute ago, the expanded texture pack, high-res texture pack that the PC gamers get. So we get a cooler, more awesome game than Xbox, console gamers get, which is awesome since I actually have a decent gaming PC. So, that's cool. I was actually a little bit disappointed in the demo graphics, so I'm really happy about this. And like I said, I'm disappointed in the combat because it's more fast-paced, brutal kind of thing. And in the demo especially, it was just kind of like you play a rogue, right? You just hammer the backstab button, you're like, oh, boom, boom! People are exploding in single one-shot kills all over the place. Whereas, the middle waypoint I was talking about, you kind of watch your character fight, but it's not stale. It looks cool, it's fun to watch, and you get a little wrapped up in the story, but it still feels like you're playing an RPG game, and it's really about the story. And, like I said, they're different things. I guess you probably know if you like both genres, and if you're not so much of a gamer at all, you probably have no idea what I'm talking about. But, well, I guess you know what I mean, but not what I'm actually talking about. Anyhow, so that's awesome. Dragon Age 2 is coming out today. I've got college midterms coming up, which is kind of awesome, kind of not awesome. Thing is, I'm hoping I'm not psyching myself out because I do this sometimes, and I don't feel like I've got a lot of work to do. I feel like I'm pretty on top of it, but occasionally I feel like this, and then I'm not, and I'm like, wait a second, there was a test today? Right, because I thought that was tomorrow, and I was going to study for it today. This isn't working out too well. Yeah, I do that a lot, so hopefully it won't happen, because I need to get good grades in my classes so I can get, scholarships and all that fun stuff to continue attending college, and not working 5 jobs simultaneously, because I don't know. I think I'm okay with. I'm gonna be okay with doing a job at some point in my life, but I've never had a real job before, so I prefer to kind of work into it rather than immediately having college and a job for my first job. I'd like to try to get one during the summer or something, or even a full-time job as soon as I get out of college. That would be fine. But having a job and college, maybe it wouldn't be that bad, but it's not high on my things I would like to do list. Especially if it's college and a job working at McDonald's or something, but whatever. Anything else to say? So yeah, cool things. Lame things. The phone I would like to buy, the smartphone I'd like to buy from Verizon, which will help my life out a great deal in a variety of ways, although it's probably not really worth its price, like many awesome technological gadgets these days, which I will buy anyway. It's being pushed back again, and there are a variety of reasons it may or may not be getting delayed, okay? Rumor mill, who knows which one's true. But regardless, all the ones that are out there, out of all the ones that are out there, none of them would have affected me if the phone released. None at all. I would have had no problem with any of the possible problems it could have. So I'm just getting totally screwed over here because if they're actually fixing a problem, It's not a problem that will actually getting fixed will not actually help me. And if they're not fixing a problem, they're just fucking me over along with everyone else. It sucks. I was supposed to be in here February. I'm gonna get here soon because they don't have any other options really except the iPhone, and the new iPhone's coming out soon. So fuck that. Bye guys.